go ahead. You've got another set. Yes, the first one is 126. And we can announce the others, but definitely put 126 up there. Thank you. Do I know who you are? Do you know who I am? See me on another clearly. Do we know who we are? We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the mountain, living on the mountain. Go back to the mountain, turn the world around. We come from the mountain, living on the mountain. Go back to the mountain, turn the world around. Do you know who I am? Do I know who you are? Do you see another clearly? Do you know who we are? We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around.
Come in here where we turn the world around every Sunday and every day of the week. Come in where we welcome the certain and the seeking, the long-timers, the newcomers, the beloved and the broken-hearted. Come in here to Throop, where we go love the world from the heart of Pasadena and from the heart of our homes. A warm welcome to all of our friends joining us on the live stream this morning. As September begins, our Throop liturgical year shifts toward autumn and the gifts of falling seeds. In my own garden, I am noticing the long wisteria seed pods. I'm noticing that the milkweed seed pods are turning into that white fluffy stuff that gets all over your clothes and all over my cats and all over the garden. And I'm noticing that the jacaranda seeds are falling to the ground and they're hard and they look like UFOs or like mushrooms scattered around the garden. What seeds are you seeing forming in your own lives? This month, as the seeds fall, we approach the deep wells of our spiritual lives. And today is our annual water ceremony. How many of you brought some water that is spiritually significant? Terry in the naughty pew, of course, she has hers. She's always a good student. George has his. Yes, I see Deanna and Cora. If you came here today and you left your little bit of water sitting right by the door, forlorn and forgotten, never fear. We have water for you in the back of the sanctuary, and at a couple of different points in the service, if you would like to ease back there and pour some water, you can do that. It's right back where Roy, one of our Board of Trustees members, is standing, right at the back. Today, in the water ceremony, we share waters from places that heal us and nurture us and bring a sense of peace and wellness into our lives. If you are new to us today, we would love to stay in touch. There's an info card in the back of the pew. You can turn that in to one of our ushers when the offering takes place a little later in our worship service. And to all of you, welcome back to your spiritual and religious home. And here we are reminded that each one of us is a light in the world, and the flame from our chalice symbolizes and reflects that light.
Our time together in worship is intimately connected with our daily lives. As a symbol of that connection, we light our chalice from our candle of hope and witness. We light this chalice as a symbol of reunion. We reunite in the sanctuary to share the flow of our hearts with one another. We gather together in ritual to celebrate our fountains of joy, to hold each other through storms of grief, to guide one another through rapids of transformation, to rest together on ponds of stillness. Together, we honor the spirit of water, its many forms, and its life-giving essence. We light a second candle to honor the people and ancestors whose lands we now occupy. The land under and around Throop was once and is still the unceded land of the Gabrielino Tongva Band of Mission Indian people. May this knowledge and awareness lead us into dismantling systems of supremacy and oppression. We light a third candle symbolizing our watershed, the Arroyo Seco. May their waters continue to nourish life in our communities. We take a moment of silence, holding all of these in our hearts.
And we continue to nourish our Throop community life by singing together our welcoming hymn. I invite you to rise as body and spirit allow as we sing, "Come, Thy Fount of Every Blessing," number 126 in the gray hymnal.
Come, thou fount of every blessing, tune thy hearts to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. While the hope of life's perfection fills our hearts with joy and love, teach us ever to be faithful. May we still thy goodness prove. Come, thou fount of every vision, lift our eyes to what may come. See the lion and the young lamb dwell together in thy home. Hear the cries of war fall silent, feel our love glow like the sun. When we all serve one another, then our heaven has begun.
Take a moment, turn gently to your neighbor, and welcome them into worship.
Come thou fount of inspiration, turn our lives to higher ways, lift our gloom and desperation, so the promise of this day, help us find ourselves in union, help our hands to love our love with thine aid, O fount of justice, earth be fair as heaven above. With thine aid, O fount of justice, earth be fair as heaven above.
Now is an opportune time to sneak to the back and get some of that symbolic water if you were too caught up in the moment of welcoming each other to get your water. And today we're reminded of the sacred waters of our lives. And we're reminded that the waters of our earth need us to show up. Some of our water is becoming scarce. Some of our water is becoming so toxic we can't even use it. Some of our water needs healing and cleansing and protecting. Our promise to our planet is something we say together at Throop to remind us of our sacred obligation to tend to all of creation. And as we share the words today, I invite you to hold in your mind's eye, to hold a water source that is special to you. It could be water from your rain barrel. It could be a stream near your childhood home, a secluded bay that you have found that is just perfect for snorkeling. Or maybe it's that person-made waterfall that is so delightful in all of what it is at the LA Arboretum. But whatever that water source is that's special to you, hold it in your mind and heart, and we dedicate our promise to our planet today to those sacred living waters of our lives. And I invite you all to say the words with me. They're in the order of worship. As members of the family of living beings on earth, we are guided by the Unitarian Universalist principle of respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. With hearts filled with love for it, eyes nurtured by its beauty, and minds ruminating on ways to protect its sacred and scarce resources, we promise to nurture the well-being of all life and of the planet itself. And we also think about the well-being of our own lives. And today's responsive reading comes from Jan Richardson. It's called Blessing of the Well. And the congregation will respond with words that will be led by Rachel. And you can say the words with Rachel now to try it out. Oh, she doesn't have them. You know what? Ta-da! Follow me. May the deep wells of our lives, may the deep wells of our lives be replenished and renewed. Be replenished and renewed. And let's see if you can remember this line the whole way through. It's today's challenge that Rachel didn't know she was taking on. If you stand at the edge of this blessing and call down into it, you will hear your words return to you. If you lean in and listen close, you will hear this blessing give you back the story of your life. May the deep wells of our lives be replenished and renewed. quiet your voice, quiet your judgment. Quiet the ways you always tell that story about yourself. Quiet all these, and you will hear the whole and the hollows of it. You will hear in the spaces and the telling. You'll hear it in the gaps where you hesitate to go. May the deep wells of our lives be replenished and renewed. Sit at the rim of this blessing. Press your ear to its lips, to its sides, to its curves. These curves that were carved out long ago by your thirst that drove them deep. Those who dug into the layers with only their hands and hope.
May the deep wells of our lives be replenished and renewed.
Rest yourself beside this blessing, and you will begin to hear the sound of water running through the gaps. Still yourself, and you will feel it rising up within you, filling up every emptiness with hope springing forth.
May the deep wells of our lives be replenished and renewed.
Rachel, good job on today's challenge. You did it. Our water ceremony is an invitation for you to come and sit at the rim of your spiritual life. The Unitarian Universalist water ceremony was created by a gathering of Unitarian Universalist feminists in the 1980s. These women explored their emerging spiritualities on the banks of one of the Great Lakes. Their lives and their relationships were reflected in the ripples on the water. And as they peered over the edge, they caught wavy glimpses of yearning, of birthing, of living, of blessing, of grieving, of times of sorrow. They caught glimpses of healing and hope. Through water, we are all connected with each other and with all of creation. This earlier generation of UU women, they imagined a ritual using water that would honor all of the possibility and all of the promise that resides in each one of us. Hold your water. And if you're at home, this is a perfect chance for you to get a bit of water and hold it along with the rest of us. Hold your water and hold in our hearts the people impacted by that siren. May all be healed and whole. And remember the place or the places your water symbolizes. How does that particular place strengthen your connection with what you know as sacred? How does that place bring a sense of healing and wellness into your life? How does it bring in a spirit of fun and play? And whatever gifts you've received from that particular place, how can you share those gifts with others? All of us have the power to bless. That is one of the truths of Unitarian Universalism. And we all will bless the waters that you are holding. And so hold in your mind and heart a vision of that place where your water came from, and keep that vision close as you all say the words of blessing with me. Blessed are you, source of life. Blessed are you, source of life. Your spirit moves over the waters of creation. Blessed are you, source of life. You form new life in the waters of the womb. Blessed are you, source of life. You renew the earth with winter snows and spring rains. Blessed are you, source of life. You share life-giving water with all your creation. Blessed are you, source of life. You dance your people through the waters toward the promised land. Blessed are you, source of life. You weep with us at violence that is suffered at the hands of oppressors. Blessed are you, source of life. And you water our gardens and bring forth food. Blessed are you, source of life. Your water now carries our collective blessings. And when you come forward and slowly pour your water into one of our shared bowls, be as present to this water and to that process as you possibly can. The power of any ritual comes from the intention that you put into it. And as your water flows from your cup into our shared bowl, your water and the blessings we set over it mingles with the waters of others in this room, this water that carries stories and memories. And the mingling of these waters moves this ritual from an individual experience into a collective one. A collective connection to the water, to earth, with each other, and what you name as sacred. And may all of those connections become stronger and more visible with each passing week. And may these connections do their magic by dispelling feelings of loneliness or fear or anxiety or despair. You are not in this life alone. If you would prefer not to come to the altar, but would like somebody to pour your water for you, Rachel will come out and get it. Just signal to Rachel that you would like her to do that. And for our friends joining us from home, the water I have in my hands is water symbolizing you and your experiences and your blessings, and that water will be mingled with that of the congregation. With gratitude for the ongoing gifts of our religious home and what each of us brings into our shared well, I invite you to move forward as you are ready to share your water. You poured your water reverently, playfully, splashily, some with words of hello, some just with a bit of silence. And may the waters we shared remind us of the healing power of this community of people, the power of this community to heal what may be hurt within ourselves, and also to take our collective power out into the world and heal a planet and a people in need of our care and attention. And some of our people in the room will take this opportunity to move their bodies and minds in a bit of a different way. I'd like to thank Jamie and Dave for being with our Kids Dig In program today. We have a practice of singing them into that program, and the words are in your order of worship.
For you shall go out in joy, for you shall go out in joy, and come back in peace, and come back in peace. For you shall go out in joy, for you shall go out in joy, and come back in peace, and come back in peace. Blessed be.
And now, a blessing for water by Starhawk. Praise and gratitude to the sacred waters of the world, to the oceans, the mother of life, the womb of the plant life that freshens our air with oxygen, the brew that is stirred by sunlight and the moon's gravity into the great currents and tides that move across the earth, circulating the means of life, bringing warmth to the frozen Arctic and cool, fresh winds to the tropics. We give thanks for the blessed clouds and the rain that brings the gift of life to the land, that eases the thirst of roots, that grows the trees and sustains life even in the dry desert. We give thanks for the springs that bring life-giving water up from the ground, for the small streams and creeks, for the mighty rivers. We praise the beauty of water, the sparkle of the sunlight on a blue lake, the shimmer of moonlight on the ocean's waves, the white spray of the waterfall. We take delight in the sweet singing of the dancing stream and the roar of the river in the flood. We ask help to know within ourselves all the powers of water, to wear down and to build up, to ebb and to flow, to nurture and to destroy, to merge and to separate. We know that water has great powers of healing and cleansing, and we also know that water is vulnerable to contamination and pollution. We ask help in our work as healers, in our efforts to ensure that the waters of the world run clean and run free, that all the earth's children have the water they need to sustain abundance of life. Blessed be the water.
Make channels for the streams of love, where they may broaden blessings to fill them everyone. Da 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 da. But if at any time we cease the channels to provide, the very founts of love for us will soon be parched and dried. Da 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 da. For we must share if we would keep this gift of all else above. We cease to give, we cease to have. Such is the law of love. Da 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 da.
Good morning. Each of us makes channels for the stream of love that flows through Throop. This church is a gift in our lives, and we have it because of the many ways you give to this community. You support Throop through your gifts of time, your gifts of talent, your gifts of treasure. You can give online. The directions are in the order of worship. If you are here in the room, you can place your donation in the offering plate. Use the green envelope in the pew pocket for cash to share your name or to note if your gift is a payment toward your annual pledge. If you are a first-time visitor, please let the offering plate pass you by. Thank you for supporting our life together. The offering will now be gratefully received.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be whole. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be whole. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be whole. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be
In a spirit of gratitude, we lift up our thanks to those supporting our worship service today. Vahe, our live stream operator, Rachel, worship associate, Paula and Rachel, water ceremony decor, Jim offering chalice lighting words, Jamie with the children's program, Roy and Jean, greeters and ushers, Hans, Charles, Clara, Michael, and Marissa serving ice cream after worship, Megan and our choir for offering inspiring music, Fillory for administrative support. As we give thanks for this offering and all the gifts we share that support our Throop community life, say with me the words in your order of service. For the ministries of the church in our community, we bless our offering with love and hope.
Would you rise with me in body or in spirit? I'd like to teach you a little something. Would you sing back what I sing to you? Holy waters. Try that, congregation. Holy waters. Beautiful. Holy waters. Holy waters. Beautiful. Holy waters. Holy waters. Look at that, congregation. You can sing a song with us. Thank you. Holy waters. 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 Holy waters, make us new. Holy waters, make us whole. Holy waters, make us free. Holy waters, make us one. Amen.
Moments ago, we emptied our holy waters into these shared bowls. And that act of emptying them in the bowls, that it made the water in these bowls not merely tap water. And it's not even water from that place held dear in your heart. The water's been transformed because it holds all of the energies and memories and life experiences of each one of you in the room and those of you online. It holds our collective blessings. We are the ones who have made this water sacred. We have blessed this water, and now we will use this very same water to offer blessings onto you. So as you feel moved, I invite you to come forward. And on this hot and muggy Sunday, it always is on Water Ceremony Sunday, I invite you to come forward and to put your hand, feel your fingers run through the water in the bowl, feel its coolness. And remember that this water is infused with the love and hope and care of each one of you. And that in itself really is a gift to be shared and received. When you come forward to the altar, some of you might appreciate having a little extra blessing from me with some of the water, and I'm happy to provide that. But you can also just come forward and just have your own hand in the water as a kind of private moment of blessing. And then for those of you whose bodies aren't in a place today to move about and to travel all the way down, Rachel will take one of the bowls kind of out into the pews to you so that you can also partake in our water ceremony blessing. And as we close our water blessing today, I invite two of our gardeners, George and Matthew, to come forward. And we have a practice each year of sending this magic water full of our blessings and memories of stories out to water our garden. And maybe this is why our lavender grows so tall. It's because it's infused with all of you. Our garden serves as a point of renewal, as a point of hope, a reminder that we come in here and we too are filled with a new sense of hope and joy and possibility. May we continue to lead lives of service and meaning and faith. And we end our service today by singing together Blue Boat Home. It's number 1064 in that teal hymnal. I invite you to rise all of your body and spirit up, and I invite you to sway as if we were on a boat moving gently. Don't get seasick, and just sing out with this community.
Though below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my driving heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry seas, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
And place a hand on your heart and reach a hand out to someone in the room, someone on the live stream, Our chalice is extinguished. We carry its light with us in all that we do. You all remain standing on that blue boat home. Steve, I saw you almost fall off the deck, but you didn't do it. As you move into this week, may you be filled with strength. May your heart be full of courage and love, and may you offer a sense of kindness and peace to all you meet. I love you all. Go out and love the world. Amen. Blessed be. Join us at Coffee and Conversation and the Ice Cream Social.
There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my heart. There's a river flowing in my heart, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my heart, in my mind. There's a river flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing in my mind, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. You know, we're gonna do that for you. We got to. Let's see. What if he's actually? But you can remember that. Living in the fire, go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, go back to the water, go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water, go back to the water, turn the world around. I know I am. Do you know who you are? Do you know who I am? So this thing's actually really cool. So this is a djembe. This one's from Mali, I believe. It's quite heavy. You have to go have that. And the head of this is goat's